That's the top 10 list. Now, you may notice A.J. Brown, New Eagle, not in the top 10. In fact, falls into the honorable mention category for A.J. Brown. All right, so let's keep the football discussion going, guys. ESPN put out a wide receiver list of the top 10 wideouts in the NFL. I'll read you the top 10, and let's kind of do the same thing. Tell me if you have any objections to this, okay? And there is maybe a notable name left out, but number 10 is DK Metcalf. Number 9 is Deebo Samuel. Number 8, Mike Evans. Number 7, DeAndre Hopkins. Number 6, Stephon Diggs. Number 5, Tyreek Hill. Number 4, Justin Jefferson. Number 3, Jamar Chase. Number 2, Cooper Kupp. Number 1, Devonte Adams. That's the top 10 list. Now, you may notice A.J. Brown, New Eagle, not in the top 10. In fact, falls into the honorable mention category for A.J. Brown. I got to tell you, when looking at that list, I don't have a problem with it. I don't think he deserves to be in the top 10. Frankly, I don't. I think those players are better. If I was making a 10 list and you gave me those names, I'd take them ahead of them.
And in all actuality, if you look at that list, there's some guys on the honorable mention list that I hate to say, man, need to be on that list, but CeeDee Lamb should be on that list.
Ahead of players that are on the top 10 now?
Yes.
Who would you put him ahead of?
Deebo Samuels.
Really?
Yes. I would also move Diggs and Hill up at 3 or 4.
All right. Deebo, because you just don't think he's enough of a pure wideout? Or because he's more hybrid?
He's more of a hybrid guy. These are pure wide receivers in a most pure sense. You're on mute, bro. You're on mute.
Going into that, I would agree with you. I said the same thing. I said, how does Deebo make this list? I didn't realize the man had over 1,400 yards receiving.
Yes.
And so I think he deserves to be. Consider we look at him as a gadget player. To have 1,400 yards receiving in that situation, I don't have a problem with it being on that top 10 list.
Then you'd have to take DK Metcalf out there.
I
don't think he's the best receiver on his. He don't have the best numbers on his team.
Tyler Lockett does.
Tyler Lockett has better numbers than he does.
True.
Yeah, but Metcalf has more of an impact, though.
Yeah, let me ask you this: if you picking between the two for your team, are you taking Metcalf or Tyler Lockett?
Metcalf in a second.
There you go.
I don't think Lamb's there yet, Barrett. Not yet. I need to see him do it this year. Now he's going to get his chance because there's no Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
So he's going to get fed. I mean, he's going to get his opportunities. There's no question. I would hold on him for one more before I gave it to him.
I hate to do it to us all. I hate to do it to us, but CeeDee Lamb is going to beast this year, bro. I mean, I just watch his workouts too. Oh my goodness, he looks unreal at this point. And like I said before, 3 and 4 should be flip flop with 5 and 6. Move those two younger guys down.
So Tyreek Hill and Stephon Diggs up.
You want Chase and Jefferson dropped simply because why? They haven't done it long enough?
Yes.
Woo, compelling argument.
Man, Justin Jefferson's numbers are insane.
1,400 yards.
You could argue he's had the greatest first 2 years of any receiver that's ever played.
No question. His numbers are up there with Sterling Sharp's numbers.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, I really don't have a beef with him being where he is.
Bro, what you just said impact, though. Tyreek Hill's impact on the team. You can't denounce.
He's more of a home run hitter for sure. Yeah.
And you talk about impact. I love Devonte Adams. But Cooper
question.
Blew everybody
out of the water.
Water.
Yeah.
So how could you put him at number 2? I can't honestly do that in good conscience and say, all right, Cooper Kupp shouldn't be the number 1 receiver in the league.
Yeah,
he was.
He was.
Period.
Yeah, and I'm not one. Like, I think some people are, oh, that's all Sean McVay. Give me a break. That dude's out there on the field doing it. I mean,
you see that man run routes?
you see what he did when his team needed him the most
That's
in
right.
the Super Bowl?
That
in
last
No,
yeah,
not
that's
even
right.
what about Tampa Bay?
I mean, they're running.
Yeah.
They're
They
running.
knew it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they knew exactly what was coming, and they couldn't
Right.
stop him. But
The
even
same
in
thing with
Super Bowl-
Cincinnati.
I know.
Cincinnati knew it was coming. He couldn't touch him.
Yeah, I mean, they're running, receivers end around. I mean, they're power sweeps and jet sweeps, all the stuff they try to do with Rager and actually, executing it. But yeah, I mean, 145 catches, 1,947 yards, 16 touchdowns. Oof.
Bro, you could not stop Cooper Kupp, man. The chemistry that he had with his quarterback was
Stafford,
insane.
Yeah.
And they talking about they wake up at 5, they get to work at 5 o'clock in the morning, watch film, and go out and do routes before anybody enters the building.
Yeah.
That's what you need, man.
Yeah, look, the dude's unreal. Man, Devonte Adams this year hooked up back with his old, college mate. I don't know if you're going to do more than you did with Aaron Rodgers, but he could be in for a big one too, man.
Well, I know he's going to be in for a big one. I already told you guys they're winning the division.
The West, they're going to win the AFC West.
Yes. How many times I said that?
Yeah, you have, but
you've been on it.
Derek Carr's got to show me. I like Derek Carr. I don't love Derek Carr.
I'm with you, Derek. I don't love him.
Yeah.
You ain't got to like him or love him. You ain't got to want to look at him. I'm just letting y'all know.
Do you look at Devonte Adams? Devonte Adams is probably the slowest receiver on this list, but there is no better route runner in the game than Devonte Adams right now.
And student of the game.
Student of the game. To me, Cooper Kupp and Devonte Adams are the two best route runners in the game right now.
Yep.
DeAndre Hopkins had a down year, but DeAndre has the best hands in the game. That man,
there's no question about that.
He don't drop nothing.
Yep.
No,
he
gets it.
Man,
his biggest problem is he's going to miss 6 games.
I know.
That's the biggest issue there. With him.
What did
I'll
he
tell
have
you,
last year?
You know what you may see this year in Minnesota? You might see Jefferson's numbers go down a little bit because if Thielen stays healthy the entire year.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean he's any worse receiver. He's that that great. But
Still
it's just something to keep your eye on. But yeah, I mean, AJ Brown's numbers, while really good his first 3 years, you're talking about a year where he was hurt last year, missed some time. They dipped a little bit. So I can't make a case for him ahead of anybody on the list right now. Like, it's pretty fair.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I mean, when you look at the honorable mention, Keenan Allen is a very good, underrated receiver.
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin, we all know what he is. Chris Godwin.
Yeah.
Michael Thomas missed last season with New Orleans, but Michael Thomas is a beast when he's healthy. You can't match up with that dude, man. He's 6'5", has a wingspan like a condor. He doesn't drop passes, and then CeeDee Lamb is up and coming, I mean, any one of these guys you could argue could be on that list, except let's see. AJ, Keenan Allen, McLaurin, Godwin, Thomas, Lamb. Any one of those guys you could argue could be on the list. But then you get to flavor of the day. What do you like in a receiver? What kind of receiver do you like? It comes down to that. But when you look at the top list you just ran off, I don't know who you'd bump from this list, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it. It is a league filled with spectacular receivers. I mean, there are a lot of talented guys out there. I wonder, next year or year after that, is Devontae Smith in any of these kind of discussions?
Whew.
Bro, for the last since 2017, Keenan Allen, with the exception of 2020, has averaged 1,100 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's Mr. Consistency. He is. He's unbelievable.
That's why I said, he doesn't get talked about much because he plays out on the West Coast, but he's a good receiver.
I agree.
Good receiver.
I think Gigi Meta's got a good question. Where's Rager in this top 10 list?
Oh, man, come on now. Come on,
man. I mean, if there's one guy who got robbed, it's
wow.
All these comedian out of work and we want to crack jokes, right?
Wow. That's crazy.
But I mean, realistically, he's gonna make the squad, man. And I hate to say it, he's gonna make the squad, bro.
I agree. Derek doesn't feel that way. I'm with you, Barrett. I think he makes the squad.
And would you say you're saying he's not the 5th best player? The 5th best receiver.
What
receivers?
Okay, I'm not going to say no, but what do you want your 5th best receiver to be on the Eagles? What do you want him to be? Huh?
Somebody can play receiver.
That's Greg Ward.
Or run routes.
Greg Ward.
Yeah, he does. I said this his rookie year. I said it his second year. Tell me what Reagor does well.
Mr. Brooks, we will defer to you.
Right. No, I mean, honestly, and I agree with Barrett's point that he's going to make the team because of where he was drafted. But there, from the jump, I never saw anything he did well. They tried to throw it to him. He didn't run good routes, and he didn't have good hands. They tried the power sweeps. He didn't run it well with those. In fact, he almost always lost yards.
He got hurt when he did it.
Yeah, with the exception of the Green Bay punt return. He's not particularly good on special teams. I don't know what he does well. I still don't know what he does well.
But do you think I think he's better than John Hightower?
We don't know.
I think he has a chance to be if he shows a little bit of what he did in college.
I'm reaching, bro. I'm trying to work with. I'm reaching, man.
But the point, but Barrett,
I'm trying to make a point and reach.
Your point. My point is he may not be better than one or two guys that get cut.
Yes.
Yeah,
but he's
not
there.
better than Greg Ward.
No, I agree.
As a receiver, as a punt returner.
Let me put it to you this way. If you're in a 3rd and 5 and I got to get 6 or 7, who do I want in the game? Greg Ward or Jalen Reagor? Give me Greg Ward in a heartbeat.
There you go.
In a second, I want Greg Ward.
Look at Barrett's like he can't disagree. Look at him. He can't disagree.
Yeah. I know. And I, dare I even do we know who went right after him? No, I'm not going to do that. Let's keep moving.
Do you want Reagor on punt return?
No.
Do you want him running routes, catching passes for you?
No.
Then why are you keeping him?
Yeah, we could be here all day.
Why are you keeping him? You two said he's going to make the team. I want to know why you're keeping him.
I'm not keeping him because I like him. I think they will keep him because of where he was drafted.
Did you see the way he stretched in the morning workout today? Did you see the way he stretched?
Wait, you wait till training camp. We'll get a lot of those. He ran a beautiful 5-yard curl pattern.
That's exactly right. That's where the propaganda is going to start.
Yeah.
Here, hey, good buzz on Reagor. It looks like a new guy. You're going to hear that. Get ready. I'm telling you. And there's cap implications.
Ball ricocheted off the DB's helmet, and Reagor came from out of nowhere and made a spectacular stumbling catch.
That will happen.
Watch it in the practice. Look how he get the water ice. Look how he looks at that water ice. Look how he gets it. Oh, that's a great route.
He carries 7 of them.
It's true.
Here's what I say. And I'm not knocking Reagor. I'm not knocking him.
I can't do it anymore.
Like I said, look at the hype that's surrounding this team in so many areas and so many questions. What's the biggest hype about this team? What if? What if they have a pass rush? What if the linebackers are the best trio since the days of Trotter and Carlos Simmons and those guys? What if Miles Sanders stays healthy? What if Jalen Hurts takes his game to a whole nother level? If there was ever a time when Eagles could usher certain people out the back door, wouldn't it be this year?
You're absolutely right.
I said it yesterday.
Yeah, I think
and I'll say it again today.
But wouldn't it have already been done?
No. You need the camp bodies. Okay. You need the bodies, man. You need that rotation. Okay. You don't want 2 or 3 guys taking all the reps in camp, especially if you're going to practice against other teams. You want depth there. If you're going to have 90 players, you want as many as you can get to have depth. You want to get a good look at players because, let's face it, you got to determine who's going to make your expanded practice squad also.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem right there because you're going to have to carry a lot more guys at different positions than you have been before. When you run a 30 defense, you got to keep extra linebackers.
Sure.
And that's exactly why I played an extra, 4 years in the league with Pittsburgh because I played guard, center, and tackle because they had to keep a lot of linebackers with that system. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they could just dress me instead of dressing 2 offensive linemen. Mm-hmm. Usually you got to dress a tackle and you got to dress a center guard type of player.
Right.
Well, they dress me because I could do both. You know what I'm saying? I can play center, guard, and tackle. Who on this team does the same thing that they can do that for? On the 47-man roster on game day?
Mm-hmm.
They might be able to carry 3 backs into a game.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
What wide receiver out there plays special teams?
Ward does, right? Ward
does, yeah.
Yeah.
Ward is a returner, a punt returner. So other than that, you're gonna have Jalen. That's why I say Jalen Reagor does it. He's a returner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe he becomes a stinger on punt team.
Yeah.
Goes out there and hits somebody, makes a tackle.
Could be.
I mean, you just got to meet linebackers. Man, I'd hate to see Sean Bradley go.
I would too.
But if guys out there are making plays on special teams, but they're playing regular defense, like a guy like TJ Edwards, he'll start half the season. Then all of a sudden, you look at things and Nakobe Dean steps in as a starter. TJ is just going to be mostly a special teams player, which would bump Sean Bradley off the squad.
Right.
Yeah, I hear you.
These are tough decisions they got to go with, man. And I don't know, man. I hate to be the guy making a decision on the 53-man roster going into this year, because there's going to be a lot of players picked up from the Eagles.
Right away from the Eagles. Yeah,
right away.
No question.
I agree. All right, let's spin out of the football to some hoops for a second here, guys.